Hey y'all, it's Toya Tellin and I'm back with another video. That is the that is the trailer of Tyler Perry's Sistas, Season 5, Episode 11. So, we hop back into the episode where Andi walks inside the penthouse while she's approaching Gary because she told him to be naked waiting in her bed. So, she found out that Robin is also waiting on her in the penthouse. And so she's asking Gary, she's like, so you decided to let him into my home? And I'm like, clearly. Who gave him the okay to do that? I guess you, Andi, when you gave him the okay to even go into your penthouse while you wasn't home. You gave him the okay to do that. So I can't get on Gary's ass without getting on yours first. Because, yeah, he was wrong for allowing Robin to come in and, into your home uninvited without you knowing and all of that. That wasn't right for him to do at all. But how you going to expect for him to act right whenever you giving him this type of leeway? You have not set any boundaries in your relationship with Gary so far. I mean, you actually allow him to go into your home when you was not there, talking about, okay, I'll tell the doorman and let you up and be waiting in my bed butt naked for me. Like, and you know that this is the same guy you telling to do all this is the same guy that's trying to sue you right now for the penthouse. For the bed that you're telling him to lay in naked and wait on you. You got the papers, Andi. You read the papers. He don't know you read the papers, but you read the papers, so you know what's going on. And clearly you just making it easier for him to work his move. Ain't no way you should have let that man just freely go inside your house and you not home. The same house that he's trying to sue you for right now. No way. Honestly, I'm surprised that even after the situation when Gary first moved in with Andi, when she had her apartment downstairs, and he first moved in with Andi, and she came home from work to naked women in her room, talking about sex therapy and all of this because he was going through the situation with her in Paris. Yeah. I'm surprised that after that happened, Andi still did not set any boundaries with her and Gary. She did not set any boundaries when it came down to just how freely she let him lay up in her place. Now, yeah, all in all, they broke up for a while, and she was, being strict about not talking to him and not seeing him, and, she had her guards up strong. But when she let her guards back down, there's still no boundaries. That's what I'm saying. That's where I'm coming from. So, all in all, I blame Andi for why Gary was even able to coop up some mess like that and let Robin come in. Because did Robin even call Andi and tell Andi that he was on the way? Did Robin even tell Andi that I need to speak to you about something important? When he talked to her on the phone earlier, they didn't say anything about that. So it seems like to me that Robin and Gary been doing some talking behind Andi back. And they might be cooped up together. In cahoots together. And all of this is just not worth going through just to save the penthouse. Something that you can well off afford yourself. Because honestly, with Gary being a hedge fund manager and Andi being a divorce attorney, for an average, I would say for an average hedge fund manager, Gary is making $62,614 per year. Now, he must be above average. He must be above average. Because clearly he's able to afford all of this billion dollar stuff. Like penthouses and Rolls Royces and, he's able to afford all of these. And for Andi to feel like she need Gary for these things, he must be above average. Because above average, he'll be making $1 billion per year or more, as a hedge fund manager. So, with Andi being a divorce attorney, she'll be making in the state of Georgia, of course, in Atlanta, Georgia, she'll be making $86,455. And that's as of November 23rd, 2022. And I'm going by Google. Okay? So, on average, like her average will range to $73,702. Okay? So, if Gary is if Gary is an average hedge fund manager, Andi is making more than him as a divorce attorney. Because Gary is making $62,000 while she over there making $73,000. That's why I say he must be above average for all of this to even be playing out like this. Because I don't even understand why she can't afford her own penthouse with the type of money that Andi is making as a divorce attorney. And they have stated that she is one of the best attorneys at the law firm. So I know she making good guap. Ain't no way you're supposed to be going through all this just to keep a penthouse whenever you can probably afford two of them. Let's be real. So I just don't understand that part. But moving on to the next part of the trailer, we see Preston and Danny in the bed. And Preston is telling Danny that don't worry, he'll stay. So I'm thinking what it is Andi no longer wants to be at home by herself right now because she's going through some things. She's traumatized. She's probably paranoid, especially when nightfall. Ain't no telling because she see that the Vienna sausage, he's still limping around with a crutch. Ain't no telling. Like, he ain't in jail. He ain't in the hospital bed. He still around in the area, probably. So, with Danny knowing that, she probably feel like she's being stalked. Especially with him being out at the airport staring at her from afar and all that. Like, talking about, he waiting on his child to come off the flight. Yeah, true enough, but at the same time, I would probably be paranoid too. I would probably feel like this guy is watching me. He's probably following me. So she's probably finally opening up to Preston about what happened. Or she probably didn't even tell him about what happened. She probably just asked him to stay. Because she's feeling paranoid. And she don't want to be alone. So, I think that's what's going on. Preston, he agreed to stay. So, y'all, Preston, he back at the studio apartment, y'all. Look like things might work out. We gonna see. Now, moving on to the next part of the trailer, we see the prosecutor trying to convince Maurice into basically turning on Sabrina. Talking about, basically, we'll let you out of here if you help us take down your girl Sabrina. Basically, like if you tell on her, then we'll let you go. But really, it ain't nothing to tell. Because Sabrina didn't do nothing, neither did Maurice. Honestly, I feel like Maurice should be asking for the audio. If they're saying that he stated these words, he needs to hear this being said so he can know really what happened. Because I'm sure he'll be able to recall the time when he said these to Q. And he know he was just playing. So, clearly they need to get Q in there. Okay? So, I feel like Maurice, he's not going to, of course he's not going to give Sabrina up because there's nothing to give up. It's nothing to tell on. But at the same time, I do feel like um, he needs to quickly speak on cue. Speak on cue, clearly. Like that's what he needs to do. He need to. I feel like both of them need a lawyer because it's really gonna be hard for them to even speak on anything without a lawyer. So they both just need a lawyer, honestly, at this point. But for this Maurice turning on Sabrina and all that going on, I don't think that storyline is even gonna go that far. I don't think it's gonna go anywhere. I think that Maurice is going to stay solid, and if he tell on anybody, it's gonna be cute. You know, because clearly Sabrina didn't know what was going on. Maurice know exactly what happened. Maurice know that he's dealing with a criminal, and that criminal is inside of his home. So I'm sure that Sabrina don't have nothing to worry about on that part, but she do have a lot to worry about on what the prosecutor gonna do. Even after, if he can't get Maurice to talk, which of course it ain't nothing to tell, so I doubt if he get Maurice to talk. Then I feel like the prosecutor, if they don't get a lawyer with the quickness, the prosecutor is gonna be able to dig a hole for both of them. Yeah. And bury both of their ass. And I hate that. I hate to say that. But the prosecutor, he does have the upper hand right now, which I do feel like if Andi would play her cards right, she could take down that prosecutor. Like I said, she needs to get Madam back on the phone. And she also needs to let it be known that he is basically trying to blackmail her. She needs to speak up to someone. Like, she needs to get a criminal lawyer, honestly. Like, and Andi said that she know plenty of them. So I just don't even understand why why neither of these criminal lawyers that she knows so well has shown up yet for this case. But anyways, y'all, moving on to the next part of this trailer, we see Zach, he went to speak to an attorney, I guess. A child support attorney, I don't know. But she's letting Zach know that these women, they could take 50% of your money. And now I just did a video speaking on that. And clearly, Sistas, sorry y'all. Clearly, the setting of Sistas is in Atlanta, Georgia. And I don't know now baby mama that's receiving child support for their child in Atlanta, Georgia that's taking 50%. Like I said, 25% is the percentage of what the judge will rule that non-custodial parents pay. I've never heard of 50%. Okay, that's odd and that's senseless. It is. Because Heather and Zach is not married. They were never married. I don't understand how she gets to take half. It makes no sense to me. So, I don't know. Maybe they know something that I don't. If anybody can help this make sense to me, drop down in the comments and let me know. How does Heather get to take 50% of Zach's money when they were never married? You know, all they have is a son that he never even knew about. Now, I can say one thing Zach needs to do, since he got them DNA results, he needs to start buying their baby some stuff. He needs to stock up on his receipts. Okay? He needs to stock up on his receipts. That's one thing that he definitely needs to start doing. Because that will help him in court. It will help him in court. Because Zach didn't know about this baby until now. So, I mean, how could he take care of a baby that he didn't even know he had? So the judge, you know, I'm sure the judge not gonna pin him for that. But after you got the DNA and found out that this is your child, and you have not one receipt to show for this child, then yes, the judge is looking upside your head. Like, yeah, okay, I'm side. Not the judge on Heather's side. So if you want to keep the judge on your side, Zach, so that this can be easier for you and that this girl won't be able to walk off with so much of your money, which I feel like 50% is just so made up and unreasonable. But anyways, you need to start buying that baby some stuff and stocking up on receipts. Real talk. Because I haven't even seen you spend time with the baby. You could at least do that. So honestly, I don't blame Heather for going for her coins. Period. You did what you did. You was moving around very carelessly, very recklessly, and now you done got hit. And it is what it is. Stand up and be a man. So, no, I don't feel bad for Zach because he's having to get stuck for child support. He needs to get stuck for child support if he's not spending time with that child. And we have not seen him spending time with that child on Sistas. I don't know what he's doing over there on Zatima because I did see on the preview of Zatima before it aired that Heather was dropping that baby off to Zach one night when she was on her way to work. But that could have been just one time. A few times. Like, we have not really seen Zach bond with this baby or buy this baby anything. So I don't blame Heather for going after her coins. Period. No. So anyways, moving on to the next subject. Now we see the doctor, y'all. Finally getting the results in, okay? So we can find out the dates of when Karen conceived, right? So Andi and Danny is there. They're present like they told her that they would be. That's good. And so the doctor, she comes in and she informs Karen. She was like, well, you conceived on the date of, and then they cut it off. And so we also see Andi and Danny saying, okay, so that's great. What is it, Zach's or Abrams? Who were you with that day? Zach or Abrams? And then Karen, she's just sitting there smirking, like thinking about it. So, y'all, I don't know. It's really giving Zach is the pappy. It's really giving Zach is the baby daddy, because Karen looked relieved. She looked relieved and she looked full of joy at that moment. She looked like she got what she wanted, basically. She got that look on her face like, I got what I wanted. At least I got what I wanted. You know? So I feel like it's going to be Zach's baby. And honestly, if Karen do decide to stick Zach for child support, oh well. Because clearly Zach don't want to be a part of these babies' lives. Not like that. So, I mean, we don't see him with Heather's son, with his son over there. You know, we don't even see him even at least calling up to check on Karen sometimes, or at least asking how she doing. At least, you know, we don't even see him at least trying to learn how to get to that point of getting along, just in case they do have to one day co-parent. Because it's mighty funny to me that you always claim Karen as your baby mama. Like when you was just talking to Fatima, you was like, you got to bring in my baby mamas. You said baby mamas. And then you had also had to correct Fatima a while back on the season before this season when she had said, Shake. Stop barking at the FedEx man. Oh my gosh, y'all. So we had also seen whenever he had to check Fatima and get it right, he was like, nah, that's my baby. Because Fatima was like, maybe, or whatever. But either way, he had to get some straightening on it. Like, nah, he putting claims on it. He putting claims on that one. So it's awkward how you can claim that Karen is your baby mama all day, but you're not taking the measures and the steps to actually, you know, getting prepared for what if she is your baby mama? What if this is your child? It's like you running from getting prepared for it, but you claiming it. So no, I'm pretty sure Zach is gonna do the same thing he doing over there with Heather's son. He gonna do the same thing with Karen's. and not come around as much. So therefore, yes, if Karen do choose to stick him for child support, so be it. So be it. Y'all so quick to take up for the man. What about these kids? Shit. And I don't care who try to come for me, because baby, we can get it in the comments. I'm just playing, y'all. Anyway, so that's that on that. And I did want to speak on Pam and Karen's situation, because I heard that Karen's shop did go up in flames. Yes. And that's sad to say. So, y'all, Tyler Perry won't give Karen a break. Not even a little bit of break. And even when she come from depression, she can stop. Even when she come out of depression, she just came out of depression. Not bam. She gotta really find out, you know, how she's gonna shake back from this. Seriously. How is she gonna shake back from this? I mean, I don't know. We just gonna have to hold on and see. But I hope that her and Pam don't fall out, you know, and that Pam get fired and stuff. Because I would hate to see that happen after they became so close and they grew a bond. But at the same time, if Pam gonna be making those type of mistakes and just, you know, kind of being too irresponsible is the word that I'm looking for, then she probably, I mean, it's okay for her to be, I feel like it's okay for her to be assistant, but to a certain extent. You should never leave her in the shop by herself to close up ever again. If you is going to keep her as a staff worker, I feel like that position of her closing up, it'll never be. You know, because this is mad tragic what Karen is about to face. Like, this is the time where the girls need to be checking up on her. Miss Lisa need to be coming into town. Girl, come on, we need you, Miss Lisa. Come on back from the VA. Okay? This is the time where she really need a hug. Okay? Not all because Zach ain't deacon her down no more. Like, no. This is the time. So, yeah, I just hope that Karen shake back from this, and I hope that her and Pam's friendship is not destroyed and dismantled because of this. So, we'll just hang on to see. Until then, thank y'all for watching. This is your girl, Toya Taylor. If you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please go ahead and do so. Also, hit that notification bell so you know when I come through with more videos. Until next time, I hope y'all have a great day. Peace.